Summer season has been amazing so far. We've had hit animes like Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen, Zom 100, Mushoku Tensei, Bunjo, and so many more. I feel like we've been blessed this season, and I'm very excited to say that this fall season is looking just as promising. There's so many animes in the fall season that look like they could be potential standouts, and today we'll be talking about a few that we think are going to do really well.
Yep, I agree. This lineup coming in looks really great, and I'm just about excited for everything we're going to talk about today.
So we made a little list for you guys, and we're going to talk about some animes that we think are going to have a lot of potential this fall season. To start off the list, Spy Family Season 2. Part of what makes this anime so great is that there's comedy, slice of life, romance, and even drama. Spy Family was an immediate hit during its first season.
Yeah, that first season of Spy Family was one of the biggest anime of 2022. That being said, I know the community has high hopes for the second season.
Yeah, that first season was amazing. The first season of Spy Family covered 25 episodes. It was broken into 2 cores. It covered about 38 chapters in the manga, and it's looking like the second season is going to adapt a similar amount. The manga currently has over 34 additional chapters. It's pretty much the perfect amount considering the time span of the first season.
Now, don't shoot me over this opinion here. I wasn't a big fan of the second core of Spy Family, but I'm really praying that this second season will bring new life back into the anime and make me an immediate fan once all over again.
I understand where you're coming from. The first core of Spy Family was so good. It had a great mixture of all those genres, and I felt like the second core kind of slowed down a little bit. It still had some good episodes, but I just don't think it hit the same way as the first core. That being said, the second season looks like it's going to pick up on a good note. For now, it's been confirmed that we're going to start with the crew's adventure arc in the manga. That's going to put the spotlight on Yor, and we're going to see her perspective while she's on a mission as an assassin.
This is really huge news for me. I feel like we've seen a lot of Anya, a lot of Loid, and I'm not complaining about that, but it's time we finally look at Yor. And I mean, we're going to look at Yor. But being tasked with protecting a client and his family from assassins is hard enough, but Loid and Anya win tickets to board the ship as well, forcing Yor to conceal her mission.
I'm very excited to see what's going to happen in the second season, and when you watch that trailer, you also get to see a little progression for Yor and Loid's relationship. It looks like they're on a date. I'm interested to see the progression of Yor and Loid's relationship, as well as still getting some great action and comedic moments as well.
I agree. Be sure to check out Spy Family Season 2. It will be the anime of this fall season.
And then next one on the list, Season 2 of Girlfriend.
Oh my god, Peak is back.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 years, but this train wreck of an anime is finally coming back this fall season, and you don't want to look away because you can't help yourself from just staring at the mess that it is.
Those who hated this anime still came back every single week just to see the journey. From harems to NTR, Peak is finally back.
Let's do a quick little recap for those who don't know or didn't watch the first season. I don't know how you didn't watch the first season, but let's do a little recap. Our protagonist, Nalia, is a first-year student in high school. He asks out this girl, Saki, that he's always been in love with, and then she agrees to be his girlfriend. But then the next day, another character named Nagisa comes up to Nalia and tells him that she wants to go out with him too. And Nalia, just realizing that both these girls like him, he just says, yeah, I'll just date all of you. And then they all agree to it in some crazy way. He was just winning in life. We were like, yo, Nalia W. But eventually 2 other girls come to the equation named Rika and Shino, and now this man has 4 girlfriends.
Definitely a train wreck of an anime. The dynamic between all the characters is definitely very interesting to watch. Just watching how they all interact with each other in this relationship that deviates from the social norm. This anime is full of absolutely hilarious moments and a lovable cast. Every character is unique and they have their own personalities, and it's fun to watch how they clash. Like we said, it's a train wreck that you can't look away from in the best way possible. However, it's fun to watch how their relationship plays out. It's a trashy romcom, so if you're into that genre, it could be worth checking out.
Yeah, if you're into weird, trashy poly shows, then definitely go check out Girlfriend.
And there's some fan service.
Oh, of course. W fan service. And then next on our list, Ron Kamanohashi, Deranged Detective. Deranged Detective follows Officer Ishiki, a rather lackluster police detective, in the midst of a baffling case. He seeks out help from Ron Kamanohashi.
Formerly the top student at an elite school for training detectives, Ron was cast out after the so-called bloody field trip incident, in which he was found at a locked room murder scene, with all signs pointing towards him being the culprit.
And weird enough, Ron himself doesn't remember anything from this incident, walking away with 2 things, a brand on his neck and a burning sensation to find the actual killer. This show will follow Ishiki and Ron as they team up in search of how to find answers for all these mysteries along the way, and during the show we'll be looking for clues to help us find out who's the real culprit behind the bloody field trip.
This anime already seems very interesting enough for me. Growing up, I was a big fan of Case Closed, also known as Detective Conan. Even you could throw Death Note in there because there is some level of mystery and detective work that goes on in that anime. So I'm looking forward to this. I do think this could be exciting. I love love plots that involve mystery and detective work, and it'll be interesting to see how the plot unfolds.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this anime. I love mysteries. I think the detective work and finding out and solving crimes is very much up my alley. I'm gonna look into this, and if you love mystery and detective movies, then you should definitely check out Deranged Detective. I think it's gonna be a great standout anime.
And next on our list, we have the 100 girlfriends who really love you.
Yeah, so if you guys couldn't tell, this is gonna be a rom-com. It's gonna be kind of like Komi-san Wants 100 Friends, but instead it's gonna be about our MC Rentaro and how he wants 100 girlfriends. Maybe not the best comparison overall, but let's just roll with that because it seems like that's gonna be the only one to really make me actually understand how this story could actually even work out.
Yeah, the plot for this one is just about as insane as the title would hint it to be. Rentaro has just accomplished being rejected 100 times. I don't know how that's an accomplishment, but apparently it is. I have never seen a more L character in my life, but I guess shooter's gonna shoot. The level of Riz that exists in him is next to none, and he's completely hopeless.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Sounds like me too. At this point, I don't know how the girls at his school aren't afraid of him.
Yeah, this man got that sexual harassment, Riz. He'd be wilding with that. Chill, YouTube. It was a joke. It was a joke.
This is your YouTube.
But after experiencing so much heartbreaks and rejections, he goes out to a matchmaking shrine, and he prays for the hope of finally finding a girlfriend in high school.
Who knew Tinder had a shrine?
If the shrine's like Tinder, it's only shooting out fat chicks. But it's clear that this guy is on the mission and he cannot be stopped. He wants to find a girlfriend ASAP. But then all of a sudden, the shrine god appears and he promises Rentaro that he will meet 100 soulmates this year. Yes, 100 girlfriends.
He was skeptical at first, but then 2 of his soulmates end up confessing the same day they meet him. My man's went from negative Riz to unspoken Riz overnight. A true Cinderella story.
However, there's one major catch to all this. If any of Rentaro's soulmates fail to get into a relationship with him, they will die. So if this flaw wasn't insane enough, now we are fully locked in. So it's either be my girlfriend or die. Yeah, no, this man got the sexual harassment, Riz. This is crazy.
Actual harassment. We haven't read the manga for this, but I am genuinely curious to see how this plot develops. It has, weirdly enough, the potential to be one of the best of the season or one of the worst. Let's see how this anime plays out.
Yeah, either way, this anime is going to have a lot of eyes on it. I'm going to watch it. I know a lot of other people are going to watch it. And I know it's going to have W fan service, so let's go. Let's go check this shit out. Next on our list, Kingdoms of the Ruin. It's going to be a change up. We are actually going to be talking about a fantasy revenge thriller anime, and I know we're not gonna be talking about fan service and just like having girlfriends, multiple girlfriends at that.
Multiple girlfriends.
Yeah, we talked about 2 animes about multiple girlfriends.
Hey man, what do you want me to do?
Hey man, that's my dream. Kingdom of the Ruins is a fantasy revenge thriller anime. It's gonna go about magic for science. So basically, humanity was living in harmony with witches, but as soon as advanced scientific revolution happened, the powers and the necessity of witches didn't matter anymore. So humans were starting to betray witches, and then this made them become jealous. Succumbing to resentment and fear, the greatest nation in the world began battling against the witches, so it became humanity versus witches.
This is like the Salem witch trials, but they made it into an anime. But the main reason this anime caught our attention was because it was labeled as having a gore theme.
I'm a big fan of war and just gore movies, and I think an anime like this will definitely catch my attention. It seems like a classic Avenger type anime. The MC has a tragic backstory, and he probably has a lot of broken abilities as well. It's about how Adonis was originally a witch's apprentice, but after being forced to watch his beloved teacher die, our MC Adonis swears revenge on humanity. Even though he's a human himself, he's going against humanity and going to be performing genocide.
Holy.
I'm very interested to see the dynamic of witches versus humanity and the interactions that the fighters of both races are going to have.
I'll definitely give it a watch and see what lies ahead. I mean, a fantasy revenge thriller, that just sounds insane to even like say in a sentence, so this one might be interesting.
Yeah, and it's gore, so it's going to have a lot of crazy fights as well. If this anime has amazing animation, fights, storytelling, maybe some fan service, because, you know, witches are usually a lot of baddies, so I got this anime on my list. You should definitely check out Kingdom of the Ruins as well.
Another anime that you guys are going to have to check out this fall season is going to be MF Ghost. There's an anime out there for basically anyone. As we mentioned earlier, there's anime where you can have hundreds of girlfriends. You could be in a fantasy revenge thriller. Well, this one is going to be about racing. And for some background information, this story is a sequel to the Initial D series.
Yes, Initial D, one of the most influential and iconic car animes of all time. If you're a car enthusiast or just an anime OG, you know Initial D. It had great cars, music, just tons of amazing drifting scenes. This show is truly iconic.
Yeah, if you love JDM cars, you probably already know about Initial D. Hopefully all the Initial D fans are coming back. I know it's been a couple years since that anime aired, but we got MF Ghost now.
MF Ghost being a sequel of Initial D, it's definitely going to have a lot of potential to be a staple in the car scene, just like Initial D. The story's going to take place in the 2020s, and our main character, Kanata, is a teen who's going to be based in the UK. He enters the car scene driving a Toyota GT86, a play-on of the AE86 from Initial D, Takumi's main car. And we also learned that Kanata was actually linked to Takumi in the past, and he was taught by him in his elite British racing school.
Yep, so off the bat, we're getting a lot of awesome callbacks to the original Initial D story. Just taking a look at the trailers we've gotten so far, I'm very excited to see this anime back in the talks. Just seeing those CGI cars, it's just such an awesome callback to what Initial D was, and I'm very excited to see how this anime does in the season.
Oh, for sure. As long as they have great music, cars drifting, the anime already has my attention, and I think a lot of other car enthusiasts as well.
And our final anime we're going to be talking about for today will be Tokyo Revengers Season 3. So Tokyo Revengers is coming back for Season 3 this fall. The second season finished airing back in April of this year, so it is pretty surprising to see such a quick turnaround for the new season.
I mean, Tokyo Revengers is such a big anime nowadays. It took the whole community by storm. A lot of people are cosplaying as Tokyo Revenger members and gang members.
I would love to just cosplay as someone from the Tokyo Manji gang.
I think a lot of other people agree with you too, because people were decked out and they really look like they were on their gang shit when they were cosplaying.
Bro, their outfits are hard. Like literally, like that black and gold, it just looks hard.
Very true. But this new season is going to focus on the Tenjiku arc, and this is a very crucial part of the story as a whole. Several group dynamics are going to change, and new characters are going to come into play, as well as new schemes are going to develop.
Yeah, we saw some of these new characters at the end of Season 2. We also saw the Tenjiku gang be introduced, but we will get to see more of them and their impact in the story. Now, fans of Tokyo Revengers that have read the manga have this arc ranked as the best arc in the series. So if you've been keeping up, you're in for a treat. The good thing is, this is also a great time to catch up if you haven't watched Season 2.
This is going to be the best arc of Tokyo Revengers. Definitely make sure you're all caught up and go check it out. But for those who are new to Tokyo Revengers, the story follows our protagonist Takamichi. He's on his own journey to save his future self, as well as destroy the gangs that hurt him and his fellow friends. The story involves a lot of time traveling, personally one of my favorite elements of the story.
Yeah, I can agree. I love time traveling in any story. It just keeps my mind interested. But with that being said, it's quite literally an anime about gang wars, mob life, and time traveling. What's not to love about it?
As a manga reader and an anime watcher, I'm definitely excited to see the Tenjiku arc, and I'm excited to see how other people are going to react to it as well. I personally like the second season, but I can see how that second season wasn't as exciting as the first season. I mean, that first season was just chef's kiss. It was just 10 out of 10.
It was perfect. I agree. It was such a good arc.
But I have high hopes for the third season. This is supposed to be the best arc of Tokyo Revengers. I'm really hoping it puts Tokyo Revengers back on the map, and that is actually our last anime on the list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's anything you guys didn't see, definitely let us know. We definitely think all these shows have great potential to be standouts for this fall season.
Yeah, I mean, you heard it all, from spies to 100 girlfriends to just 4 girlfriends and gang wars and cars. There's so many things coming this fall.
If there's anything you want to see us talk about, please put in the comments. We appreciate all you guys. Thank you for sticking to the end if you did. Much love. This is Tev.
This is Lotus.
Peace.